How you guys doing? No, I'm not actually at the Riddling Center. If you want to see this mural live and in person, you need to go to the Riddling Center once the social distancing is stopped. It's still the green sheet that's hung from the wall, so I can move this over and you can see the wall behind it. I have a little napkin that I have, and I'll stick it to the wall just to show you that it's stuck on the double-sided tape. So there's the napkin still. Anyway, so and if you have a green sheet, you can do this at home. So one of the things I'm trying to do in the chem classes that I teach is help you with your future. And you could be a streamer. Just get a green sheet, and all the software pretty much is free. And it's really, I've got a green cube over here. I can show you how this works. So I have the green cube. You see how the green cube kind of disappears? It's kind of transparent. And here's another small piece of green material. You can see it makes things disappear. This is how they did it on Harry Potter. He had the, cloak of invisibility. Anyway, so I'm here to tell you about your final assignment, your final lab, and it's about COVID-19. So the last lecture that I did online, I had a presentation that was kind of dodging, the words are coming up and I had to get out of the way. So I'm just going to step out of the way altogether and then put up the presentation, and then I'll step back into the screen when we're done. So let me get that up there, and I'll be right back. Now, this is a research project, and it counts as a lab grade. If you're in my Chem 131 section, it'll count as 10% of your course grade. For Chem 151 and 152, it is just a lab grade. And it is a research project, but it's unique in that it's from your own experience. You're not actually going out on the web or going to the library and doing some research and citing sources. It's all from your own experience, your first person experience. It's very, very rare that the whole world has a shared experience. So this is a shared experience. It's going on in all the countries in the world. Everyone is affected. And sometimes if you go to a show, you go to a movie, you go to a concert, things like that, there's a shared experience with the people there, but that's on the order of 110,000, maybe 50,000 people if you happen to be in a stadium, but usually not on the scale of global like this is. This used to happen a lot with TV shows when there was only 3 or 4 channels, so everyone would rush home to watch this one show. So you had this shared experience, among 100,000, 200,000 people who just happened to watch this one thing on television. But now we're in the age of streaming and asynchronous communication, so it's very rare that we have this shared experience, and it's even more rare to have a shared experience with the entire world. So you're just writing this from your first person perspective. So yes, you're going to be using words like I, me, my family, we, talking about yourself. It's just a one-page paper, 12-point font, single or double-spaced, no huge margins. So these top 2 are just to address the things that all college students have been doing even before there were word processors. They would use 20-point font and these 3-inch margins. No, just 12-point font, single or double spaced, and you're just answering one question. How has the COVID-19 coronavirus affected your life and your views about the world? How are you going to turn it in? Well, there's a Turn It In link that's located in the first section of the course webpage below the course announcements called Turn It In. It'll accept either text or word processor files. Okay, this is not a group project. One thing that it will do is it's going to evaluate your writing for originality. So yes, it's got a plagiarism notification in there. So if you're turning in the identical text or similar text to someone else, then yeah, it's going to flag that. So if you're just writing an exposition from your point of view in one page about the COVID-19, you're probably going to have more ideas than you could fit on one page. So just make it one page about one thing. It's not a group project, so it's just from you, your experience. This is not a confidential document. Now, I just have to point this out. This has always been true for any submission or anything that you say to any instructor at DCCC. I haven't really talked about this because during the labs, there's not a lot of space there for you to get personal. So please make sure you're not saying something that could get you into trouble. Okay, so nothing illegal, okay, or something where I'd have to call law enforcement on you. And all instructors are like this, and when they think a student is about to tell them something where they have to inform law enforcement, we are supposed to tell you. I just have to let you know I'm not a confidential person, so I might have to contact someone. Do you still want to talk to me about this? So this is me telling you that. So it's only one page. So just find something. Maybe it affected your job. Okay, maybe it affected the way you go shopping. There's a lot of things, anything, any way that COVID-19 has affected your life. Just fit that onto one page. And once again, I'll say it's not a group project. So there it is. That's your COVID-19 research project. So I've recently told you about the remaining 2 semester exams out of the 3 that were given this semester. And here's the only lab that I've assigned besides the Easter egg that I stuck in the first video. And coming up soon will be a video about the final exam, which will be next week. So if you haven't figured out already, I'm just taking questions from the Newton activities and putting them on the final exam. So just to let you know, I try to use a different camera every time I do one of these. And this time I'm using a 3-year-old camera. This is a 3-year-old cell phone, LG G6. So if you've got something like an iPhone 6 or a Samsung S5 or later, you can get started too. Just get yourself a piece of green material. See you guys next time.